Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Philip Wheeldon. It's my privilege and pleasure to welcome you on behalf of the performers. I would just like to say, first of all, thank you to Creswick RSL for inviting us here, and also a big thank you for dressing the stage. Isn't it wonderful? Doesn't it look magnificent? Wonderful. Now, I know you've all come along for an opera recital. Not quite right. You will indeed hear some opera, beautifully sung indeed, but you will also hear some other music. You'll hear some poetry, and you will hear the story of one very brave man. Now, in this very special year of the 100th anniversary of the Gallipoli campaign, we, as performers, would like respectfully to dedicate tonight's performance to all those brave men and women who have lost their lives in war. Ladies and gentlemen, memories of the Western Front. Wednesday, the 20th of April, 1915. I sat bolt upright in my bed. My alarm was ringing, but I didn't have the strength to reach over and turn it off. I suppose I didn't want this day to begin. I put on the dressing gown and slippers Jean had left at the end of the bed and went to meet her in the kitchen. My heart was feeling heavy as I walked past Lillian and Stanley's room, and I peeped in to see them sleeping peacefully. How I wished I wouldn't be away for so long, and I'd soon be back looking after my family. Jean had made tea and we sat in silence, both of us with sadness in our hearts, unable to speak. The pain would be too much. I dressed in my uniform and felt a wave of excitement. I'd soon be joining my battalion and setting off for Europe. We reached the pier around 1 p.m, filled with mixed emotions as a large crowd gathered. There was an eerie silence as I looked around at the sombre faces. I looked at my family and realised it could be for the last time. I felt ill. I told them I loved them, turned, and didn't look back. I am Lieutenant Colonel Walter Churches, and this is my story.
Wish me luck as you wave me goodbye. Cheerio, here I go on my way.
Wish me luck as you wave me goodbye. Not a tear, but a cheer, make it gay.
Give me a smile I can keep all the while in my heart while I'm away.
Till we meet once again, you and I. Wish me luck as you wave me goodbye.
After making the long journey from Australia around South Africa, I landed in London. McCormick, Gibbon and I are stationed here while we wait to be shipped to the front. Time went by slowly in London. The days are filled with training, meetings, planning for the front, but the evenings were ours. We made the most of our time trying all the restaurants and bars, seeing plays and experiencing the amazing musicals and shows on offer. One night, we even found ourselves at the opera. It wasn't all pomp and finery. There were the ever-popular music hall shows on most nights, with its bawdy humour and rousing sing-alongs. They were a great way to pass the time.
At the club one evening, Jones was telling all his pals how much he hated girls, despite their golden curls. You wouldn't catch me with a girl, you bet your life, said he. Girls possess no charms for me. But one chap there at Jones began to leer, picked up his cane and said to him, "Come here, hold your hand out, you naughty boy. Hold your hand out, you naughty boy. Last night in the pale moonlight, I saw ya with a nice girl. Oh, watch it in the park. We were strolling, full of joy, and you told me you'd never kissed a girl before. Hold your hand out, you naughty boy. Hold your hand out, naughty boy. Hold your hand out, naughty boy. Last night in the pale moonlight, I saw ya with a nice girl in the park. We were strolling, full of joy, and you told me you'd never kissed a girl before. Hold your hand out, you're a naughty boy.
Well, now, ladies and gentlemen, there's a very happy audience here in this wonderful music hall, this cabin of conviviality. I'm here to tell you as chairman that it is your turn. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we're about to have a sing-along and a little competition. I'm going to split you right down the middle. Don't worry, sir, it doesn't hurt very much. Now, there's the line. We have this side and we have this side. This side over here are about to sing It's a Long Way to Tipperary. And over this side you are going to sing Pack Up Your Troubles in Your Old Kit Bag. But first of all, this side, let's see. Let's get a couple of helpers out, shall we? Miss Cheryl and Miss Juliana, come over here. Come on in. Now, Miss Juliana, there is your team. Miss Cheryl, there is your team. Right, let's start over here, shall we, with It's a Long Way to Tipperary. Let's see how well you can sing it, shall we? Just this side over here. It's a long way to Tipperary.
It's a long way to go. It's a long way to Tipperary, to the sweetest girl I know. Goodbye, Piccadilly. Farewell, Leicester Square. It's a long, long way to Tipperary, but my heart's right there.
Give yourselves a round of applause. Well done. Now we're going to go over this side and sing Pack Up Your Troubles in Your Old Kit Bag. Are you ready? Here we go. And
pack up your troubles in your old kit bag and smile, smile, smile. While there's a Lucifer to light your bag, smile, boys, that's the style. What's the use of worrying? It never was worthwhile. So pack up your troubles in your old kit bag and smile, smile, smile.
give yourselves a round of applause. Well done. You know, I can't make my mind up who the best though people are. Oh, yeah, I think we're going to have to do it again. I think you'd better sing Tipperary. You'd better sing Pack Up Your Troubles at the same time.
What?
All right, that's a very easy way to do this. Miss Juliana, your team will start. It's and before you go any further than it's you carry on singing and you start Pack Up Your Troubles. So it's pack. Are you ready? Shall we give it a try?
All right.
Ready?
Come
Here
on,
we
we
go.
can do it.
1, 2, 3. It's a
Pack up your troubles in your old kit bag and smile, smile, smile. While there's a Lucifer to light your bag, smile, boys, that's the style. What's the use of worrying? It never was worthwhile. So pack up your troubles in your old kit bag and smile, smile, smile.
Oh, well done. Give yourselves a round of applause. There we are. I declare the whole December 1916. Our orders have come through and we are finally being shipped to France. Travelled to Southampton, loaded the ship with horses, men and guns and set sail for Le Havre. I'm being sent to Armentières to meet with the battery I'll be taking over from the 2nd New Zealand. They were decent chaps, good soldiers. Lots of gunfire on the journey, but all the men were up to the challenge. Certainly a change from our time in London. The wagon left Armentières at the end of January 1917, and the journey was a long and dangerous one. I've been exchanging gunfire every day since we got here, and doesn't look like it's going to stop. McCormick called on me today, told me about Gibbon's death. I was shocked to hear he'd got a piece of shrapnel in the stomach whilst going along a trench in Irish Haven. It's hard to believe that he's gone. We were all such good friends. It wasn't long ago that we were having a drink together, talking about our lives that we'd left behind. It's moments like this that you realise how far away from home we are.
Keep the home fires burning while your hearts are yearning. Though the lads are far away, they dream of home. There's a silver lining through the dark cloud shining. Turn the dark cloud inside out till the boys come home.
Keep the home fires burning while your hearts are yearning. Though your lads are far away, they dream of home. There's a silver lining through the dark cloud shining. Turn the dark cloud inside out till the boys come home.
Gunfire, gas, the smell of death. The Boche are relentless. The bullets keep coming. Day after day we keep fighting. The wagon line has travelled across France, meeting up with other batteries. We stay with the French in their homes, sharing a meal and trying to make ourselves understood. Must be hard for them, though, having all these strangers from across the world in their homes. We finally make camp in the little town of Healy. We try to get across camp, and the shots ring out around us. They keep finding their mark, and we lose good, brave men. Haven't slept more than a few hours a night in weeks. The guns are firing all night. It's exhausting, and when they shoot in the gas, it's terrible. If you don't get your mask on in time, it becomes a choking cloud that's unbearable. I have seen such bravery here in battle. Young men who put themselves at risk to save their fellow soldiers. Such a terrible waste of lives, with so many deaths. Received 2 letters from Jean tonight. It's lovely getting reminders of our loved ones. It gives you strength thinking they're at home waiting for you. But I have a terrible feeling sometimes that I'll never see them again. The shells are landing all round while I try to sit and read her words. God, please let me see them again before I die. I want to see my beautiful Jean and my little Lillian and Stanley. They will have grown up so much by now that I wonder whether they'll remember me at all. It gets harder the longer I'm away from them. I imagine I hear her sweet voice as I read the letter. It's getting harder to keep morale up as the campaign goes on and we lose more and more men. There was a fierce battle that lasted a few days. Finally pushed the Boche back. We buried our dead. The smell in the trenches was overwhelming. Not one I'll ever forget. Buried McCormick today. That was tough. He was shot dead in battle. At least it was quick and clean. Not like some who suffer for hours, days before being taken. He was a good soldier, good friend. I shall miss him. Very nearly met my Waterloo this morning. Went up to our advanced position. After laying out the line for each gun and fixing up the dugout, we just about to make for home when the Huns started right on us. The first 4 shells went all round me about 20 yards away. I jumped into a muddy shell hole to take cover. 2 gunners were crushed by a shell bursting on their dugout about 4 a.m. I got up again after I slept for about 2 hours, tried to cheer them up a bit, but the poor boys could hardly breathe. got them away to a dressing station, but I doubt they'll survive. The reality that I may not survive this war is starting to sink in. I've been here for such a long time, and the odds are against me. But I try not to be downhearted. I will make it home. Lieutenant Colonel Walter Churches, 7th Field Artillery Brigade, Distinguished Service Order, was killed by a one-chance shell which entered the hut where they had made up their headquarters at Healy. He was a 38-year-old builder from Elstonwick, Victoria. He's buried at Healy Station Cemetery, which is situated just north of the River Somme in France. He left behind his young wife Jean and children Lillian and Stanley. Ladies and gentlemen, a poem by Henry Lawson. 3 bushmen one morning rode up to an inn, and one of them called for the drinks with a grin. They'd only returned from a trip to the north, and eager to greet them, the landlord came forth. He absently poured out a glass of 3 Star and set down that drink with the rest on the bar. There, that's for Harry, he said, and it's queer, 'tis the very same glass that he drank from last year. His name's on the glass, you can read it like print. He scratched it himself with a bit of old flint. I remember his drink, it was always 3 Star. And the landlord looked out through the door of the bar. He looked at the horses and counted but 3. You were always together. Where's Harry? Cried he. Oh, sadly they looked at the glass and they said, You may put it away, for our old mate is dead. But one, gazing out over the ridges afar, said, We owe him a shout. Leave the glass on the bar. They thought of the faraway grave on the plain. They thought of their comrade who came not again. They lifted their glasses and sadly they said, We drink to the name of the mate who is dead. And the sunlight streamed in, and a light like a star seemed to glow in the depths of the glass on the bar. And still in that shanty a tumbler is seen. It stands by the clock, always polished and clean, and often the strangers will read as they pass the name of the bushman engraved on the glass. And though on a shelf but a dozen there are, that glass never stands with the rest on the bar. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Please thank our wonderful sound man and responsible for all this technical wizardry, Mr. Daniel Dappio, just right down there. And I would also like to thank the two beautiful women who sung so beautifully for us tonight. Miss Juliana Dappio. Here she is. And this lady is the great-granddaughter of Lieutenant Colonel Walter Churchis, Miss Cheryl Davidas.
Let's say goodbye with a smile, dear, for just a while, dear, we must part. Don't let the parting upset you, I'll not forget you, sweetheart.
Ladies and gentlemen, we know you know this song. Please join in.
We'll meet again, don't know where, don't know where, but I know we'll meet again some sunny day.
Can't hear you.
Keep smiling through, just like you always do.
Those dark clouds are away. Come on, let's hear you. And will you please say hello to the folks that I know? Tell them I won't be long. They'll be happy to know that as you saw me go, I was singing this song. A round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Well done.
Ladies and gentlemen, please thank our guests for this evening.